Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a And the Mustangs will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Well, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Syracuse right back at it.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Syracuse has a really nice drive going.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Orange will have to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So SMU's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because
he's going for it all. Holds it in down the middle. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. That penalty cost him a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. Now they'll run the draw. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Cuse. The defense putting points on the board.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners. Takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets open down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. From the gun, the ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Got him downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The offense in hurry-up mode.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Syracuse right back at it.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. At the 35, he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Syracuse right back at it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And they can't make the connection on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Didn't get anything done. 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Breaks into the open. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Right back to the well. Creates a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got the first down. Looking for more. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many...
He'll take a deep shot here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
And the Mustangs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Motion from the back. Takes the easy completion. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Syracuse, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Syracuse right back at it.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Looking to throw on third. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown Mustangs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little screen to the running back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Syracuse right back at it.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback.
Turning it on. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. No huddle offense to the line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way.
Returner goes out of bounds.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Takes the easy one to the back. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. The lone back's got it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. It's Bettis. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He leaves it with his back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances. Get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game. But right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Mustangs are flying down the field. It'll be a draw. Nice move. Create some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a 1st first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Mustangs have it with a first and goal. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Trying to run it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. They go right back to their man on second and goal. Touchdown, SMU! And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Syracuse, 10.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Now on first down from the 30. Trying the left side. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rose up. Play now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try to pop the draw. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gives it to the back on the draw. Makes a man miss. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. He'll try it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. Across the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough space. Touchdown Mustangs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. Something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Working the middle, it's complete. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
The Orange will have to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Handoff from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fighting off the defender. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. And the Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fights off the defender. Running into the open space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Oh, he got loose. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Clock stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The pull and throw off the RPO.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They want that clock to run. Shakes off the defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first.
Breaks into the open. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.